What? From the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? What? Police have yet to confirm the victim's identity or any details connected to the shooting, but local media reporting the rapper is 20-year-old Pop Smoke. Real name is Bashar Jackson. He was reportedly shot inside a Hollywood Hills home registered to Real Housewives star Teddi Mellencamp. I love her, daughter of musician John Mellencamp. And she has since confirmed that the Los Angeles house is used as a rental property.
Yeah, according to police, 2 to 6 people, some reportedly wearing ski masks, broke into the home overnight. Someone inside the home then called a friend in New York to report the break-in. That person then called Los Angeles authorities for help. No one else was hurt in the attack. The cause of the shooting is now under investigation. Well, tickets to the Staples Center Memorial for NBA legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna are now on sale. Tens of thousands of fans pre-registered for a shot at buying the tickets, but only a lucky few got an email from Ticketmaster with a special code to make a purchase yesterday.
Yes, tickets were priced at $224 for 1 or 2 tickets. A few of the 20,000 seats available were also selling at $24.02 depending on seat location. Prices were set to purposely, of course, match the jersey number worn by both Bryant and his daughter.
Well, big stars, adventures, a scary movie, and more. Let's find out what's on the big screen this week, Alex.
Let's do it. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
Harrison Ford goes adventure-seeking. Katie Holmes gets an eerie housewarming. Here's a look at what's new in theaters.
How do you feel about an adventure?
The Call of the Wild, starring Harrison Ford, brings the Jack London classic to the big screen. The story follows a dog named Buck, taken from his home and sent to a mail delivery dog sled team. From there, the clever canine meets an adventurer, and the two set out on a life-changing journey. Katie Holmes stars in the PG-13 haunted house sequel, Brahms the Boy 2. The horror thriller follows an unsuspecting family moving into the frightening abode of Hellshire Mansion. When their son makes a terrifying new friend, dark secrets of their new home unravel. In limited release is the new reimagining of the Jane Austen classic, Emma. The cast includes Anya Taylor-Joy, Johnny Flynn, Bill Nighy, and Mia Goth. Plus, there's the current #1 at the box office, Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is my power, and I'm using it to protect my friends.
Sonic also now holds the title for the biggest debut for a video game turned movie. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
And fun fact, Anthony Sterling and I, our resident geek expert, will be talking about Sonic and how much money it made tomorrow on This Week in Geek.
Okay, good deal. Looking forward to that. I can't believe it's going to be Friday.
I know,
Friday.
it's coming up. And speaking of geeks, let's go to our resident weather geek expert, Adam Olivier. Adam.
That's right, weather geek extraordinaire. Hey, we're tracking a lot of changing weather conditions here in your forecast. Look at behind me, a very wet, gray day out there. Not a very pleasant start. Those showers continue off and on through the day. Radar showing that there's more to come back over towards Lake Charles. Light showers down around the coast too. Our temperatures continue to fall through the region, and that will be the name of the game through the next few hours. It is going to be very chilly here. Rain finally comes to an end, but we turn cold and windy overnight, leading to some very chilly times tomorrow morning. And we are going to finally see some drier times ahead, but it doesn't stick around for long. I'll let you know when the next rain chance shows up in your forecast coming up.
From your weather authority, here's Storm Team 15's Adam Olivier.
Welcome back to News 15 today at 7:36 on your Thursday morning, and we continue to follow a lot of rain across the area. First batch of rain now moving off towards the east. Second batch starting to form up here into western Louisiana, and that's going to be headed our way. More rain expected later on today. Our futurecast shows exactly that showers off and on as colder air starts to sink on in. Our temperatures will continue dropping not only through noontime, but also into the afternoon. Another band of rain starts to form up along the leading edge of that really cold air that will be arriving later on tonight. That rolls on through during the evening hours, and we finally start to dry out as we head through the overnight time frame. Later on, though, our temperatures are going to be in the 40s. So enjoy the warmth while we have it. The 50s going away, 49 later on this afternoon generally, but those temperatures are going to continue falling along with those showers. Now, overnight, we're getting down to the low to mid 30s all across Acadiana. North of I-10, really seeing that chill. South of the interstate, mid to upper 30s. Remember also, those winds start to increase. And guess what happens when you have cold air and strong winds? You get a wind chill. And look at tomorrow morning. Remember, we're going to be in the middle 30s if you're south of I-10, but it's going to feel like the lower 20s. You're really going to need to bundle up as you head out the door tomorrow. Make sure you have gloves and scarves and everything, because it is going to be downright cold. So after falling through the day today with our temperatures settling down into the 30s overnight, we struggle with our afternoon highs on your Friday, even with sunshine. Some patchy frost possible Saturday morning with temperatures right around freezing, even down towards I-10. And looking ahead through the weekend, we see mostly dry conditions. A few showers by Sunday, more so on Monday. And Fat Tuesday itself looking pretty nice. And speaking of parades, we have to get through our Saturday parades first. Looking really nice, so a little chilly. We'll be in the 50s all day long. Grab the jackets, a light breeze. Make it feel a little uncomfortable at times, but at least we'll see plenty of sunshine and no rain out there. A dry forecast and a little chill. That's not too bad because you're not sweating or you're not bundled up, like can't even catch the beads because you got too many layers on.
Right. Just as long as you have maybe some gloves.
Yeah. You may not even need the gloves, really, with the sunshine, at least for the daytime parades. The night parades, I know Bonaparte rolls at 6:30, maybe the gloves for them.
I'll have double gloves ready to go. Yes. I don't mess around with the cold. I do not like to
I don't blame you.
freezing.
I do not blame you.
It's rough. All righty. Well, thank you for that, Adam. Guys, coming up after the break.
Al Hebert.
Al Hebert.
He's at Bayou Teche Brewing. They were making king cake pizza, drinking some stouts. We'll see what they're up to next after this.
Welcome back to News 15 today. It's 7:42 on your Thursday morning, and taking a look outside with our camera right now, we're seeing a lot of gray skies, wet roadways too. Those showers continue to linger. Not a pleasant start looking there, I-10 at Ambassador. Those showers continue to roll on in. Just be prepared for that. Grab those rain jackets and make sure that you have some other jackets or ways to stay warm. Carry around a portable heater. I know that's probably going to be my plan if I can find one. Lower 50s out there right now if you're south of I-10. 40s showing up north of the interstate. And our temperatures will continue to drop as we go through the next few hours. So enjoy the quote-unquote warmer weather while it lasts, because we have some very chillier times in your forecast. We'll talk more details on that, but in the meantime, let's send it over to Alex and Carter.
Thanks, Adam. We're going to check in with Al Hebert. A couple days ago, I believe, he went out to, is it Bayou Teche Brewing?
Bayou Teche Brewing in Orneville.
And he got to try some great beers, as well as make some really cool king cakes.
King cake pizza. Oh, yeah.
Who wouldn't love that?
Yeah, I don't know. Crazy people. Well, let's go check to see how he went.
So we make our pizzas in a wood-fired oven, which means we have to make a Neapolitan-style dough, which is just flour, salt, water, and yeast. We'll take the salt, put it in the mixer, and then we add the water, and you have to dissolve the salt in the water. Then you add the yeast, and you have to dissolve the yeast. And then once that's all done, we'll add the flour. Now the difference with this dough for the king cake pizza is we want it purple and green, so we'll add a beet flour or a beet powder to make the purple, and then we'll use a spinach powder to make the green. After we finish mixing the dough, we'll bring it on a table and we'll let it rest for about 20 minutes. It gets really silky and kind of like pillowy. The yeast starts doing its thing. And then we'll cut it. We'll cut it into half dough balls, about 125 grams per dough ball. And then we'll have something like this. We'll have some small purple dough and some small green dough. We'll take, at that point, after we finish cutting it, we'll take the purple dough, we'll put it on top of the green dough like that. Giving us a two-tone pizza dough. And then we'll take this, cover it back up. We put it for a long, slow fermentation in the cooler. And after about 24 to 48 hours, we have this. We have a two-tone dough that's ready to make pizza. So Matt's going to grab one of the dough balls and transfer it over here to this marble so he can start shaping it. Now this style of pizza, it's all about the crust, so you're going to shape it not hardly touching the outside at all, what we call a crust in America, the outside of it. You want the air from the inside to be pushed into that crust, so you get a big poofy kind of edge, like almost like crown molding around the pizza. So he's shaping it out with his hands, and now he's going to start stretching it. We can get it out to about 12 inches is what we shoot for. And after he stretches it on the peel, he's going to grab a pasta cutting wheel and cut out 8 slices in the center of the pizza. And we'll put on some fresh mozzarella around the outside, kind of like a stuffed crust pizza in a way. And then from there, after the mozzarella, he's going to put some pieces of boudin, little coins of boudin, about 8 of them. And then this is where he folds the things, the triangles he cut out. And so now you can see where that green pops through on top of the purple, the green dough on top of the purple. And now we add, for the gold, because you have to have the gold with the purple and green, we add a gold bell pepper slices. And really the fun's just beginning, because after we cook it, we're going to top it with pesto and cane syrup.
Oh, just amazing.
What do you think?
I can't get over it.
I was gonna say, what are your thoughts?
I was mesmerized.
Yeah, I just like pizza, dough, bread, cake. I like it.
Can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong. But yeah, we'll check back in a little bit.
Coming up after this, though, I believe we have Cutting Up with Sports with Ron
Steiner.
Steiner, talking about the Pelicans and kicking, second half of the season about to kick off this weekend. So hopefully they can make the playoffs, but we'll find out what our local sports media thinks about it after this.
After the break, stay with us.
It's time for an NBA All-Star Break edition of Cutting Up. We are discussing the Pelicans' second half of the season, and joining me as usual, Spencer Urquhart for the Daily Advertiser and Kevin Foote from the Acadiana Advocate. Guys, are you confident the Pelicans, currently in 11th place, can find a way with Zion Williamson back to make the NBA playoffs in his first season?
I think it's definitely possible, man. I definitely think it's possible with that talent. Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram, if they can stay healthy, and I feel like this team has what it takes to make the playoffs. I mean, those are arguably two of the top 30 players in the league, and then they've got a solid supporting cast around them with Drew Holiday, J.J. Redick, Lonzo. I mean, they've got some pieces, so while they're not an intimidating team that's likely to make a run, I could definitely see him squeaking into that 8 spot.
Drew Holiday, a supporting piece. He's been downcast. He's got 4 commercials, and now he's a supporting player. Man, what do you think? What do you think, Kevin?
I think confident. No, I mean, is it possible? Absolutely. I think if most of us believe if Zion had been there throughout, that they'd already be in that position. So they're going to have to make a run. The good thing is they do have 2 games left with the Spurs. They have 2 games left with the Grizzlies. Portland they only play them once that I could see, and it was on the road, which is that's a long haul. So they're going to have to win a lot of games, and I think it's going to be very important that they try to go 3-1 or 4-0 if they're going to do this in those 2 games against the Spurs and the Grizzlies.
27 games left in this season, and they are 5.5 games back, and they have to get past the Grizzlies, as you mentioned, in the 8th spot, the Blazers, and the Spurs. So quite a task in front of them. We'll dissect it more when we return on Cutting Up.
Welcome back, guys. Looking to health news, February is American Heart Month, and heart disease is the #1 killer of people right here in Louisiana. And the number of people with heart disease has increased by 16% just last year alone. And News 15's Leah McNeil spoke with one woman who was tackling the disease and tackling the disease with the help of doctors and caregivers. Go ahead, take a look.
It's hard to see him in this situation. Caroline Luke's mother and father both need caregivers 24/7. Mr. Luke's has dementia, while Mrs. Luke's has a history of cardiac issues.
It didn't come my mother and daddy falling on the ground with a heart attack.
In January of 2019, Caroline's mother spent some time in the hospital. She was in AFib and congestive heart failure. Despite medication, 1 year to the date, the same thing happened. But this time, it was different.
My mother, my eyes bothering me, but when she couldn't see out of it, that was a whole lot different. The congestive heart failure actually had been going on. Then that led to the hemorrhage in the eye, and then yesterday we had that little mini stroke.
Every 40 seconds, someone is dying of a heart-related illness.
Jennifer Eisler and the Right at Home team work around the clock to ensure patients like the Lukes receive the care they need to improve their quality of life.
Even if they come to us with, let's say, dementia, they also have heart disease. So that adds another layer of care.
With heart disease being the leading cause of death in the U.S., Jennifer and Carol Ann have improved their own health.
It definitely motivates me to eat better, don't smoke.
I do all the medical things that I can do, and then I do mindful eating. My heart is my most important organ.
Carol Ann has not only put her heart health first, but her parents too.
Don't let any symptom run its course. See about it, check about it. Just care for your parents. Don't quit on them.
In Lafayette, Leah McNeil, News 15.
Well, Carol Ann encourages everyone to take charge, of their health. Pay attention to your body and never think anything is too small to call your doctor. For more information about Right at Home and the services they provide, you can check it out on our website, kadn.com. You hear that music, Alex?
I hear it. Guys, stay tuned because we're going to tell you what's coming up in our next hour right after this break.
I want to get you to dance at one point.
Well, we're tracking some showers out there today. It is a cold rain, a very chilly rain around the region that will continue as temperatures fall through the afternoon into the 40s. On our way down to the 30s tonight, feeling more like the 20s. So get ready to bundle up and just, maybe stay inside, grab some heaters, find a way to stay warm because, it is not the prettiest day.
No, it's not. And I felt that immediately walking out this morning. But we'll take it because we know that there are sunnier days ahead, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But also, guys, coming up in the next hour of News 15 today, Al is making pizza, king cake pizza, that is.
We got Allie, Kidlet Pick,
Kidlet Pick as well. More Mardi Gras
guest.
coverage, your top headlines, all the good stuff. Plus weather from meteorologist Adam Olivier. Stick around, one more hour. Coming up on News 15 today, we're continuing our coverage of Black History Month.